Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overlay DFS. I'm your host, as always, Ira Silver, and we got a great show for you today. I hope you're feeling good because I know I am. Today we are going to be reviewing the matchups on OverlayDFS.com for NBA, the Double Deuce Progressive Jackpot game, Monday, December 16th, 2009. For those of you who are new to Overlay DFS and Overlay Fantasy Sports, we are starting the revolution. Are you sick and tired of losing to Sharks on FanDuel and DraftKings who have over 150 lineups in each contest? I know I was. That's why I joined the revolution over at OverlayDFS.com. All right, so without further ado, let's jump into the screen here, and we will review some matchups on the board for NBA. All right. So for those of you who are new to the game, all you got to do is pick who is going to have more total fantasy points, James Harden or Giannis, Russell Westbrook or Bradley Beal, Andre Drummond or Jimmy Butler. And then see over here, it starts to build your lineup. You make 12 picks plus 3 alternates in case of late scratches, inactives. All right. And like I said, you just need to decide who's going to have more total fantasy points, Siakam or Lillard. If you're right, you get a win. If you're wrong, you get a loss. The top 10% of the field will pay $180, be 9 times your buy-in. So everyone always asks, well, what happens if everyone's 8-4? Well, it comes down to these tiebreaker points right here on the left side. So you want to go ahead and make your picks, and then you want to move them around and make these. Your 12 is your most confident, and so on and so forth. All right, so let's look at a couple of the matchups here. Harden at home against San Antonio, and Giannis at home against Dallas Mavericks, who probably will be without Luka Doncic. He hurt his ankle last game. Be an interesting one here. In Overlay, if you guys aren't familiar, field goal percentage is very important. You're going to lose small fractions of points for missed field goals. So you kind of want to decide, who's going to be more efficient here. We know that both of them are going to put up tons of stats, tons of blocks and rebounds and steals and assists and points, but we got to also take into account who is going to have a more efficient fantasy outing. All right. And shooting wise. A couple interesting ones I like here. Porzingis versus Clint Capella. Porzingis is going to probably have to carry a little bit more of the load with Luka being out. Clint Capella always playing second or third fiddle on the Rockets. However, he does run a great pick and roll game with the guards on Houston. I think I lean Porzingis here, but it'll be an interesting one to watch tonight. Another interesting one that I always love is Zach LaVine against whoever he's playing. The dude looks like a defined and a very determined person. This time in the season, he was given a lot of crap early in the season for not playing so well. He has really come on and turned it on as of late. He's going up against DeMar DeRozan, who is on the road in Houston. Zach LaVine had another fantastic game the other night. He is going to be playing at Oklahoma City tonight. But look for Zach to have a big game. Also, the Spurs really need to find something here. They look a little depleted, and I really think that they're missing one piece of the puzzle here. And if they can put that together, I think they can make a run at something. A playoff berth, a playoff series, maybe even a championship if they can put together one more piece on that team. It seems like DeRozan and Aldridge alone really aren't working out so well this year, but it'll be interesting to see what develops as the season continues. Another fun one will be Chris Middleton versus Kevin Love. Kevin Love is a double-double machine. Chris Middleton, he can be streaky at times. I think I lean Love here, but he does have a tough matchup against Toronto. Middleton, not as tough as a matchup going up against the Dallas Mavericks, like I said, who are without Luka. So it could be a blowout, and Middleton can only play 3 quarters, whereas I think Kevin Love is going to play most of the game. We got another interesting matchup all the way down here in Marc Gasol versus Tristan Thompson. Thompson looks to be playing a lot better, Mark Gasol going up against Cleveland, team player versus player, center versus center on opposite teams, battling it head to head against each other. That'll be an interesting one tonight. I think the more efficient one here is Mark Gasol, if I had to lean in any which way. However, Thompson does seem to be playing pretty well, so we'll see how that goes as well tonight. And like I said, you just go ahead and build your lineup, and that is it. And you'll see, you start building it, and then your alt picks will come into play. Just in case there's inactives, they'll be inserted into your lineup. A fun one here I like too is Bam Adebayo versus Hassan Whiteside. Whiteside is going up against his former team and teammate Bam Bam. You know, Hassan looks to be okay this year. I'm still not fully sold on it in Portland. And Bam is playing great, in my opinion. He does have a interesting matchup here against the Memphis Grizzlies, who like to play a pace-down game. Whiteside is playing a pace-up game against the Phoenix Suns. So it'll be an interesting one to see as well. But as you can see, I built my lineup here. The grand prize tonight, if you go a perfect 12-0, is right now it's at $2,620. However, that will continue to grow and roll over until someone goes a perfect 12-0. That just keeps building every single time someone enters. So if you finish in the top 10% tonight, as always, 9 times your buy-in. And if you finish a perfect 12-0, $2,620. That's all the time we have today. Reviewing the Overlay NBA matchups for Monday, December 16th. It'll be a fun one. I hope you guys play. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope you guys go ahead and get that jackpot. As always, you can follow us on social media at OverlayDFS on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so on and so forth. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to respond in the DMs or on comments here below. Please like and subscribe and comment. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's have another fun day coming back from NFL Sunday. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.